Wednesday, June 18th, 2025. It's 2:08 in the afternoon. I feel like I was just making a video a little while ago, but it was 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning I was making a video. And here we are in the afternoon. I'm up all night, asleep all morning. Today, at least it's not raining, but it's not a sunny day. It's 71 degrees, I think. 70 degrees, cloudy. At least it's not raining, but man, I don't know why we get clouds instead of sun. In the middle of June. Now next week we have a heat wave coming, so they say. So we're going from crappy weather for 3 months. I think we had one decent day, and now we'll have a heat wave. Go figure. Anyway, I'm just making this video to check in, see if anyone saw my video about the things I'm giving away. All you have to do is be a subscriber and live in the lower 48 states of the United States. Leave a comment on which item you would like, and I'm gonna pick a person for each item. It's simple, no tricks. You don't have to give me, it's not like you have to pay to become, to get into the raffle or anything. I'm just giving things away for free. I have so many things in my house that I'm gonna downsize. I'm not keeping things I no longer need. I'm not buying things I no longer need. I must have 10, 15 different remotes for the Switch, for the PlayStation. Every time a new one came out, a Pro came out, and I realized I use the same two. I'm not storing all of that stuff. And then I saw what it's worth, even like with the trade-in through GameStop, and I know they're the worst to trade things in with, but sometimes it's just a convenience. I have a brand new, for the Xbox, what do you call the flight yoke for the plane arc games or whatever it is. Don't ask me why I bought it. I bought it brand new, never opened it in the box. I should probably give it a shot before I sell it or give it away for basically nothing. I have a Switch steering wheel. I have a PlayStation 5 steering wheel. I don't like them. They're too much work to set up, to be honest, and I don't love the games that much, racing games. I think I set up the Switch one once. I never set up the PlayStation one. I think I took it out of the box, but I never set it up. Too much work. I switch games too fast too. Like, I don't want to set up the whole steering wheel contraption, the pedals, the shifter, and then I use it for 10 minutes or even, I don't know. If my son liked it, I would keep it up, I would do it, but he has no interest in it either. So I'm probably gonna get rid of most of that stuff. Some of it is not even worth selling because it's a hassle on eBay. And again, if I could make somebody happy, somebody who really wants it, not somebody who's gonna take it and put it on eBay, but let's say there's a kid out there who really wanted a steering wheel, I'd rather make that kid happy than make the 35 bucks or 50 bucks on eBay or whatever it is. Just my opinion. So I'm going to be giving a lot of things away. And then I'm going to put a lot of things on eBay too. But if you're a subscriber to the channel, you'll benefit from that as well, because you get 10% off everything I have on eBay if you're a subscriber. Everything. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be from a video game to my Louis Vuitton Supreme red leather jacket. So that 10% could really come in handy, because 10% on something for 100 bucks is only 10 bucks, but 10% on something that's a few thousand could add up. So that's what I'm gonna do. Start posting my stuff on eBay, the bigger items, and it's the same name as my YouTube channel, Drop PC TV. And if you see anything before you purchase, just send me a message. Tell me this is who you are on YouTube. I'll verify you're a subscriber. I send you a 10% link or whatever, 10% off that item. And there you go. But yeah, if I could make some people happy giving stuff away that I no longer use, better yet, stuff that I've never used, brand new, even my New Wave toy collection, I like looking at it, but I realize how much money that's sitting up there. I have every New Wave toy controller arcade except the first two, which was Centipede and Tempest. I have all the others that were released up until today. Now, I don't have the few that are coming out because I didn't pre-order them. It's the first time I didn't pre-order. The golf game I didn't pre-order, and there was one other. And the other one was hard for me to pass up because I actually liked that game. I can't think of the name of it now, but I actually liked that one. So, I have all the cigarette machine charging machines. I have the little coin changer charging machines. I have the Coke machine. I have the Zoltar. I usually have every edition too. Like if they come out with two different kinds, I usually buy both. I think the only one I don't have both for is the one with the little guy with the sword and the knight outfit. What is it called? Something Ghouls, or anyway, they came out with two editions. Each edition has both games, but one looks like one edition, one looks like the other edition. That one, my son actually accidentally knocked it off where it was and it fell and broke. So that's the only one I don't have both editions for, but usually I have both editions if they have two editions. And I just don't, I look at it as desk stuff. My son has no interest in it. It's stuff that's getting dusty up there. I guess I want to be more of a, especially having so many hobbies like I do, I need the space. Like I've been really into RC cars lately. I have 163 with 2 more on the way, or 3 more on the way. No, I have the new Armor, the new Valario, and another one that I don't know the name. It's not one of the name brand ones. So 3. So it'll be 166 RCs when those 3 arrive. I need to make space, and at least these things I use. They're not just sitting there looking pretty. And I'm gonna also get rid of some of them. I don't like the small scale. What's the small scale? 76 scale or whatever the small ones are that are like this big. They look like Hot Wheels. I'm not keeping them. I'm selling them. I even have the little tractor trailer that works. It's pretty cool. I think the tractor trailer was like $189. I like the front piece of it, but the back piece I thought was going to be metal just like the front, and it wasn't. It was made out of some cheap plastic. But anyway, I have the tractor trailer. I'm getting rid of all of those, and right there, that's like 5 or 6 RCs right there. And then I'm also getting rid of the doubles I have, like when Armor came out with the brushed version, and then they come out with a brushless version. I have both. I'm not keeping both. It makes no sense. Matter of fact, I just ordered a 2-wheel drive brushless version. I already had the 4-wheel drive. I didn't realize it, but I do like the color of the one I ordered. It's black and pink. So I'm going to keep both of them. They're both brushless. One's 2-wheel drive, one's 4-wheel drive, but I'm getting rid of all the brush versions. I don't need, 3 versions of the same car or same truck. So those I'm going to either put on eBay or give away to you guys as well. So I'll probably end up going down probably somewhere closer to the 120 RCs once I'm done. I remember when I first started, which was last June 15th. It's just a little over a year now, and I wanted to do something for my 1-year anniversary into the RC scene, but I forgot, so I'll do it maybe this weekend. When I first got into the hobby, I remember thinking, I'm only going to get a few 10 scale, a few 12 scale, a few 24 scale, then I'm going to get a few drifters, a few this, a few that, a few this. And then next thing you know, I kept ordering because I kept liking different ones. And then I would order one more and like that one better, and order one more and like that one better. Now I realize what I like. Like when I first got into the hobby, the first RC, the first real RC I got, let's clear this up, was 13 years ago, somewhere around there. It was at the Monster Jam show. In the front, they sold RCs, Traxxas, and I bought a Gravedigger. That was like 13. My son's 11, and it was before he was born. So I bought that, and to be honest, I played with it a little bit. And then I'd put it away for years. And then I would find it again in my basement 5 years later, charge it, play with it. put it away for 5 more years. Then when I got into the hobby last year more, I found it again, and I still have it in my collection. It's a little beat up, but it's the first one that I ever had. It's the Traxxas Gravedigger. I probably won't get rid of that just because it's the first one that got me into the hobby. Last year, the first RC that got me new into the hobby was an MJX Hyper-Go. It was one of the ones that they used to advertise on Amazon like 10 times a day. Every time you went on Amazon, it was this car. It was the car that would hit a curb and flip, or not really a curb, but it was like a parking divider. It would hit it and flip. That one, I bought that one. And I was surprised. I think I paid $150 for it, and I really liked it. It was quick. It was, I loved it. I was playing with it after a few days. I hit a curb, and the wheel came off, and this little bar came out, and I had no idea where that bar went. This is when I was new into the hobby. Now I realize that little tiny bar piece is the little pinion that goes behind the wheel, but I didn't know that at the time. I'm like, where's this little tiny piece of metal coming from? I put the wheel back on, but it wouldn't spin right. Again, you know, I had no idea what that tiny, I mean, the piece of metal was that big. I had no idea what it was. I ended up buying another one because it was on sale for like $120. So I gave my friend the broken one, and he fixed it. I gave it to him for free, and I bought a new one. And then I just kept going from there. Then I thought I would like the biggest I can get. So I bought the 5 scale, what is it? Is it a 5 or a 6 scale Armor? The big Outcast. I'll tell you something crazy. I still didn't use it yet. I realized the bigger they are, the less easier they are to use every day. So yeah, somebody's gonna laugh at me, but I've had my Outcast now for like 10 months, and I did not put a battery in it yet. It's just so big. It's just not an easy RC. You know, you need multiple batteries. I like 10 scale, the best of both worlds. They're not too small, but they're big enough to do everything. Easy to hold in the backpack, in the truck. Anything bigger than that is just a little, it's like I did use the 7 scale Armor. What is that one that looks like it comes in like burnt orange or black? Is it the Felony? I bought the burnt orange one. I did use that twice for 5 minutes, and that's like a 7 scale, and that's a little easier. Like the Outcast is huge and heavy. Like I said, to use that is just, man, you got to do work just to get it in the truck. It's kind of too big just to use in front of the house. That's why I didn't order the new Velario that just came out. I ordered the Velario Crawler that came out a few months ago that comes with like the tent and, you know, all the extra equipment that I don't use. I like the truck, but I don't care about the extra accessories. I'm not setting it up with a tent and none of this other stuff. I just don't do it. But anyway, I bought that truck, and that's a 7 scale. So when they came out with the new one, I actually like the one that just dropped yesterday better. It doesn't come with all those accessories I'm never going to use. I just like the truck better. But I didn't pre-order it for, well, I don't even know if it's a pre-order, but I didn't order it for 2 reasons. Number one, it's a 7 scale, and they just take up so much space. And number 2, I have another RC coming from Velario that you didn't send me yet. UPS sent me a message a week ago. You made a label for it, and even yesterday it said it should have been delivered yesterday, but they didn't even receive the package yet. So I sent you guys a message saying, where's my item? You made a shipping label 5-6 days ago, and you still didn't ship it. So I'm not ordering anything until that gets shipped, and I still don't think I'm going to order it because it's too big. Unless if I could sell this one, because I'd rather that one, the new one. I just can't keep all these 7 scale. They take up too much space. I don't use them that much because of their size. I so much rather a 10 scale Traxxas. To me, they're the best size. It's like I said, they're big enough to do things, but they're not. I gotta open the window. It's hot as hell in here. But at least they're not too big where I can't store them anywhere. They're a pain in the neck to take out. So yeah, that's where I stand with RC cars. But I am going to downsize. I'm not keeping them all. It don't make any sense to keep that many. You know, I know I see some people on YouTube, they have literally thousands of them on the wall. But to me, let's face it, unless if they all mean something to you, you're never going to get to them. Then again, I guess it's the same with video games. I literally have, and I made a video the other day, I probably have a minimum of 200 games that are brand new that I didn't open yet for the Switch, the PlayStation 5, and now the Switch 2. I also have probably another dozen on pre-order that get shipped to me whenever they come out. Like I have the new Tony Hawk. I think it comes with a skateboard that should be out in another few weeks, another few Switch 2 games. I don't even know why I keep getting them because I don't have time for them. They sit on a shelf. I have literally a shelf, not a shelf, I have a table of probably 60 or 70 collector edition games. And you know how big those boxes are. Some boxes are this big, some boxes are this big. I didn't even open them yet. And I know people think they're a waste of money, but to me, they remind me of an adult Happy Meal. I know most of the stuff inside of it, even the statues. What am I going to do with all these statues? But I just love opening them up. I like seeing what you're going to get in them, even though half the time it's a lot of hot garbage. But I have a lot of them I didn't open. I have probably 100 games, not collector editions, just regular games I didn't open yet. I was going through them yesterday. So I'm also going to stop doing that. I buy them because I want to make sure I have them because it looks like something I want to play. The problem is I'm buying them when they first come out. I'm paying top dollar and I'm not opening them up until I'm ready, which could be years later. Sometimes those games drop from 70 bucks to 20 bucks. I might as well buy them when I want them because why pay top dollar if I'm not going to use them right away? I'm wasting money. So I'm learning. You know, I'm learning not to waste money. So that's what I'm going to do with the video games. I'm downsizing even with the handhelds. A few years ago, I was buying every Anbernic, Powkiddy, GPD handheld that came out. Literally, and I don't know if you follow them, but Anbernic and Powkiddy could come out with a new one every month. So I literally have a wall of them. I'm going to keep like 2 or 3. When I go on vacation, last time I brought a mini gaming laptop. So I don't even need all of these. I'm not keeping them. So I'm going to give, actually, if you watch my latest video, I'm giving 2 away. I'm giving a Powkiddy away and a Model S away. Both of them have a lot of games on it. Both of them are really nice systems. I never used them, but I did show in the video what the Powkiddy looks like when you turn it on. I think that one had 4,000 something games on it. One of the items I'm giving away at the end of the month. Anyway, I'm waiting for my son. I'm gonna go. Hopefully later on I get to get outside if it's not raining with a few of the RC cars that I want to play with. Maybe I'll make a video or 2 of it up while I'm out there. I want to try the new Bronco MJX. I know some people said they didn't like it, but just from the looks of it, I really like it. I like that it uses a magnetic body. We'll see how it works. I mean, I don't know, you know, it may just be a pretty RC and it may stink in every other category, but I have to say it's definitely nice looking. And usually MJX don't let me down. I actually ordered the MJX new short car straight from them. And 2 times I ordered direct from MJX and 2 times I was disappointed. One time I ordered the little, what is it, the little Wrangler that came out like a few months ago that's basically all metal. They came out with a yellow one and a black one. The yellow one was the better version. It came with 2 sets of wheels and other stuff. I ordered that one. It was like $30 more. I get mine in the mail, it's the black one. The receipt actually says it's the yellow one, but they sent me the black one. So I said, why did you guys send me the wrong one? They basically apologized, gave me a refund of 30 bucks and called it a day. Then I ordered the short course truck a month ago, and after a month I sent them an email and I said, where's my RC? It's a month. They go, oh, because of the tariffs we can't send it to you. I said, well, were you gonna tell me or just keep my money? They said, oh, we're sorry, here's your money. I don't understand why they couldn't send it. I've ordered from China in the last month. A matter of fact, I ordered the MJX Bronco from a company in China. I got it in 10 days. I don't know why directly from MJX, I couldn't get it. So I'm never ordering from them direct again. 2 times, 2 hassles. One time they were going to keep my money. If I didn't stay on top of them, I would have never realized it, and they would have kept my money. Not a good company. So I like their RCs, but their business practices are terrible. All right. I will talk to everybody later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe, especially if you like free stuff. Ciao, everyone.